Welcome, everybody, to What's Your Bacon in 7 Questions. We are Bacon is My Podcast. I am Jimmy. This is Mike. We bring on our guests today from Chicago. We have pop rock band Flwers, no O. We have Colin and Jack here. They're hanging out with us. Their brand new single, Figure It Out, is out right now. It is the follow-up to Lose My Brain, which was the one that got sent to us originally. They recently finished a tour with Lake Drive and Callback, and they are joining us here in the lounge today to talk about anything, everything, nothing, bunch of stuff. How you guys doing today? What's going on?
Doing great.
It's a great day to be alive.
It is a great day to be alive. It's a great day to be alive.
You know what's crazy is for all the times, like all the places that I've been, I've only been in Chicago for like an hour in O'Hare.
That's the worst. O'Hare sucks. O'Hare sucks the life out of you. I've been to Chicago many times.
I know that was like
because I grew up in Indiana, and so I spent my 21st birthday in Chicago. Down a Russian division, and I played shows in Chicago. I used to hang out in Chicago. I used to go like weird rock goth clubs in Chicago. I went to a club Neo in Chicago, which is like a weird gothy club where some dude tried to tell me that he was a vampire. It was kind of fun. It was exciting.
Wow. Sounds like Chicago.
Yeah, it was awesome. I loved it. It was great. That's great. But I love Chicago, and I had a bunch of friends there. So it's very cool to actually have a band on from kind of like my area.
Your region.
My region of the country.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. So
only doing O'Hare is the wrong way to do Chicago.
I'm pretty aware of that. Yeah.
If you're going to do an airport, you should do Midway. Let's be real.
Right. Yeah.
You know what? It was for a work thing, and they like booked the whole thing. So I was
Midway's not awesome either. He's lying.
I went from O'Hare. And I went to Beloit, Wisconsin. So
yikes.
Yeah, I didn't win either way.
Yeah.
There was no winning that one.
Beloit by way of Chicago.
Huh? Yeah. I got on some bus and they drove me to Beloit, and then they told me we're going to drop you off at a rest stop, and in the northeast corner there's some vans. Check under the rug. Yeah, it's that kind of
wow.
That kind of work trip. It was good stuff.
That's exciting.
That is kind of exciting.
Yeah. I sold building materials. I was not in the world of espionage, by the way.
That's exactly what a spy would say.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very sus.
Exactly. So guys, what we want to do here is we want to show the consumers of Bacon is My Podcast, both the video and audio version. We want them to get to know you. And what we've done is distilled the meaning of pretty much everything down to just 7 questions.
Yep.
And we want to know, are you guys ready to have your heart pieces spelunked?
That's right.
Well,
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
We're good. Digging around in the cockles of your brain balls.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bring it on, baby.
Nice. All right. Question number 1. How many pillows is too many?
For me, if there's 2 people in the bed, more than 2.
Okay. All right, Colin.
I agree. Actually, I use 1 pillow when I sleep. I throw the other ones off of the bed.
Yeah. We have pillows on the floor every day. And I'm like, why are half the pillows on the floor? Useless.
If it's a couch though.
Yeah, waiting pen.
Yeah, we got floor pillows.
That's true.
I am a big fan of lots of pillows for the couch. Just because I kind of like, like a comfort pillow, like hugging one.
Snugglers.
I use a pillow as like a mouse pad if I'm working from the couch. So
some lumbar support, Yeah.
Right. So that's my pillow take.
And then so the pillows that you throw on the floor, are they decorative or are they like actual usable? See, decorative aren't usable.
Yeah.
Usually.
I throw usable ones on the floor too. I got 2 big. This is gonna be a weird flex, but I got a king size bed. And
wow.
Okay. All right.
King of the castle.
My whole life, king of the castle.
Must be nice.
Yeah. My whole life, I only ever used one small. Now it's a feather pillow. It's a nice pillow, but just one small pillow. And now I have one of them big, like, the ones in the hotels, the big king size bed pillows.
Oh yeah.
And that one is always the first one goes on the floor, and then the decorative pillows. And then I still use it's probably like 15-year-old feather pillow.
Oh God, dude.
It's got the rust on it.
Yeah.
How do pillows rust?
Yeah. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that thing's infected with something for sure.
Yeah.
What was on my
It's
head?
got my scent on it.
I don't like
That's
that.
right. Yeah, if they needed a dog to find you, they could.
That's what they would use.
That's what they would give the dog. Yeah.
Yes, excellent. Question number 2. I'm excited because as Chicagoans, arguably one of the best areas to get this item in the world, right?
And yet we're in New York, so it's one of the other best.
One of the other best places. So my question to you is, question number 2: what is the perfect pizza order?
It's definitely not deep dish. I'll tell you that much.
Tavern style, bro.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I love New York style pizza too. Tavern style is like, I think if you're in Chicago, that's the best option you have for sure.
I agree. I know Jack's a big New York style fan, and I do like me a nice greasy slice of cheese every once in a while. But I think I grew up in the south suburbs, and we had a lot of like mom and pop Italian joints, and they do like homemade sausage, and they do like all of the homemade sauces and super extra thin crust, and that's the pizza I grew up on, and that's the pizza I love. So
I think people would be surprised to know that people from Chicago aren't like getting Lou Malnati's all the time. Aren't doing the big, thick, deep dish.
Right.
Just because it's so kind of like, I'm going to use a $10 word here, ubiquitous.
Ooh.
Oh.
With Chicago.
Damn.
Yeah.
But
it's one of those like occasion dinners. Like you go once or twice a year and you sit down and you get deep dish.
Yeah, it's always like when a friend's visiting from out of town, or like
it's bring your buddy that's never been.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, come have this pizza casserole.
Yeah.
Yeah, come have this piece of cake that's shaped.
It's literally a pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
very strange.
A lot of them put the top on it too. So, yeah.
And then you're bloated for a week. So that's fun.
It is delicious. It's a lot of cheese.
Oh, it is. It is a lot of cheese.
And whatever toppings you put in it too, it's still a lot of cheese.
Yeah. Like now what specifically you said the style of pizza, but what is the
what's your
perfect
order
pizza
now?
What is your order?
I'll kind of do anything. I mean, my order, I love sausage. I love pepperoni. I'll kind of do anything. I'll literally do, like, if Colin would always get like the what pizzas will we get in college? Like those, the Jack's pizza. We get whatever the cheapest.
Oh yeah.
And you'd always get like the everything pizza or whatever. It's got like olives and a bunch of other bell peppers and shit on it. And like, I'll eat that. Like, I'll kind of do whatever, honestly.
It's hard to mess pizza up.
Yeah, that's hard.
It's true. It's a pretty perfect vessel.
It is.
I've done cheese lately. I don't know why. Just basic vanilla, no toppings. But there is a place by one of the gigs I got, and I do a well done tavern style pizza with spinach, pepperoni, and mushrooms on it. And it's really, really good. And you dip that in ranch.
Ooh.
It's game over.
There's the Midwest in them. There's the Midwest. There's the Midwest. Dip it in ranch.
Yeah.
I'm not. I would pass on the ranch, but you used to say that like cheese sauce.
Yeah. In the Midwest, I'm pretty sure they still do it in Chicago too. Like if you get breadsticks or stuff, they'll give you a cheese sauce. It's not just marinara with it.
Right, which is way more exciting to me.
Whereas like in New York and stuff, if you get like breadsticks or anything with your pie, they don't even offer like a cheese sauce. That's a Midwest carny. I'm a fat kid thing. It's like nacho cheese with my pizza crust. Yeah, like that's. And I love it, and it's great. And then I moved here, and I was like, "What? Why are you giving me like tomato sauce to dip crust in? I just ate that."
This is definitely inferior than what I'm used to.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Nice. Sweet. Okay.
Question number 3. What?
What?
Question number 3. This is the last of our food questions. True or false? Cereal is a soup.
I gotta think about that one.
Cereal's a soup.
This is one of those is a hot dog a sandwich questions.
Very
similar.
very similar, yes.
It feels wrong to say yes, but I think, unfortunately, yes is probably the right answer.
You can make a strong case.
Yeah.
If soup is required to be hot, is oatmeal a cereal? Does oatmeal count as a soup then? I don't know.
So
Where do you draw the line?
Well, there's cold soups too. Like there's
gazpacho is cold.
soup. And...
Oh, I didn't even
It's not good, but it's cold.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So maybe cereal is the best version of a cold soup.
Maybe.
Because if I had the choice between gazpacho and like golden grams,
Oh
yeah.
both
10
start
times
with
out of
G.
10. Yeah.
One is clearly better.
It's so interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like we went to Japan last year, and they would a bunch of restaurants you'd go to, like they always give you like a soup when you get in, and they'll always give you like a bunch of little random dishes before like your entrees and stuff. And one of them was always like a cold soup, and it would be like an eel soup or something. And I almost never liked it, but it was like at least they think soup can be cold. So
Did you guys go to Japan as a band, or did you just go to Japan?
I just went for fun with my wife and her brother.
Oh, that's awesome. Japan's in my like top 3 list of places that I want to go. I've been to China, but I haven't. But I want to go to Japan, which
I want to go to China.
Awesome.
My wife got very into researching China after we went to Japan and being like, this place looks cool. Like there's a bunch of cool cities that we never even heard of. That Japan is so sick. It's definitely, I've been to a lot of places, and it's definitely in my top of like places I want to go back to already.
Yeah,
nice.
I've always wanted to go. Like I don't know what about it. I think like as a little kid, like and watching like anime and martial arts movies and stuff like that, you just see the architecture and you see like go through some of the history that's like it looks badass in Japan.
Yeah,
and then it's like you can have the most futuristic area, and then you can have like you can be out on like rice boats and candlelight in like not that far apart, and you're like, how is this working?
It's crazy. Yeah, like Tokyo's like the cool. It's New York times 10. It's crazy.
Yeah,
huge, and just like never ends. You're like, oh, we've traveled an hour this way, and we're still in downtown. Like it's just crazy. And then you go from there to Kyoto, where it's just like temples and like you're out on a little boat in a river, and it's so crazy. I love Japan.
Jack, did you eat a lot of sushi?
Yeah, we had a ton. We did like a lot of omakase dinners, and what's really interesting is that like we love omakase here in Chicago, and like in the US we've done a couple in New York and like when we've traveled around here. But in Japan it was so different. And we like realized like halfway through the trip, we were there for like 3 weeks, and we were like, we got to stop doing these like fancy omakase meals, because like what Japanese delicacies are like not what the same as like, American delicacies, where it's like, they loved it. Like we're sitting around and we're like the only not Japanese people at the table, and they're all like scarfing, cod milk and like, which is cod sperm, and like a bunch of like crazy stuff that we're like, I'll try anything, like I don't really care. But it was just not, our taste buds were not defined for that sort of meal. So it was very interesting.
we ran into kind of the same thing. It's like one of my I don't know if you had this experience, but when we got back it was like how was the food? And it was like, well, it's whatever we call Chinese food here is not correct.
Yeah. My wife's been to China, and she said the same thing. She's like, you don't want to go get like Chinese food there, because it's like it's just not. It's
not the same.
No.
So we did everything from street food to like people brought us like chicken feet in Tupperwares and stuff, and delicious, crazy food, but it wasn't at all. Like it
Yeah.
didn't taste like anything I'd ever had before. So
Yeah.
it was super cool.
Was it sweet and sour chicken?
No, it was not.
Yeah,
General
like
General Tso's, but it wasn't.
You're not going to go to Japan and get like a California roll or a Godzilla roll or like
right.
you know, it's like the fish is really good. It's high grade sushi, but like it's just not the same. I don't know. It's a very different taste palette, I think, from what we have here. So it was interesting. We definitely preferred all the like we got ramen a ton and like pork katsu and like beef katsu. It's just like fried meat with some rice and stuff, you know. Like that was like the top tier stuff, I think. Sushi was like it was good, but I've also had incredible sushi here.
Right.
You know.
Right. Yeah, we're not deprived.
Yeah, no.
Nice. All right, question number 4, and this is a new one. I've never seen this one. I mean, I've seen it a lot. This is
No, we've had this one before.
Really?
Yeah.
Question number 4 is, what could you give a 40-minute presentation on with absolutely no prep?
Yeah. What do you nerd out on and go to town on?
It's really unfortunate, but Fortnite. I could definitely talk for a long time about Fortnite. Me and my brother and a bunch of my friends now, like I've played it for a year. It was like the one game that started like cross-platform, and like I had a Switch, and I didn't have like a PlayStation or an Xbox in college and stuff. And my brother had a PlayStation, so it was like one of the only games that we knew that I was like, I can play it on the Switch. You can play on the PlayStation. We can actually play together. And then like somehow that just evolved to like all our friends playing that, and like that's literally the one game I play. It's crazy.
Nice.
It's funny because my brother, who plays bass for us too, Connor, he's a big gamer, and so he makes fun of Jack for being a Fortnite kid because real gamers, I guess, real gamers don't play Fortnite.
Yeah, bro. I play Call of Duty way cooler than Fortnite. Yeah, like not Fortnite. Cool.
Yeah, here's the thing. I talk a lot. I'm good at talking a lot, and as Jack can confer there. So I think I have a lot of 40-minute topics. I like space. I do a lot of like Wikipedia rabbit holing where I'm like learning. Like this morning, I woke up very early because my dog wanted to go outside, and I somehow wound up in a rabbit hole of Nicolas Cage and his family, and how his family is the third most recognized or awarded family in like television and film history.
Really?
And his uncle was the director of The Godfather, and his grandfather composed all the music for it, and his cousin was in the movie, and and like all of these. So I don't know, maybe a tangent on one of my many Wikipedia rabbit holes I've gone down.
I'll listen. I'll listen to a 40-minute TED talk on Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do that.
I love Nicolas Cage. I don't care what anybody thinks.
Dude,
he's one of my favorite actors.
I'm super psyched for Spider-Man Noir. I can't wait for that. And The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent deserves to be on everyone's cult classic list because that movie is fantastic.
That movie is so great.
I've never seen it.
Oh, dude.
What's it called? The Unbearable
Weight of Massive Talent.
All right, I'm writing it down.
That's with what's his name too, right?
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And I love him too.
Oh, he's so great in it.
My folks, when I was a kid, my folks had a Netflix subscription, but you know how it used to be, where they sent the DVDs in the mail.
DVDs, yeah.
And so I remember going through like a 5-month phase of them just getting every single Nick Cage movie that was out at that time.
Oh, wow.
And I think I started liking him because of that. And also National Treasure came out like right when I started caring about like thinking American history was cool or whatever that was. I don't know, I was probably in like 3rd grade or something, but I was like, I knew the facts that they were like reciting, and for some reason, that's one of my repeat movies.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Dude, I always get Nick Cage and Brendan Fraser mixed up for some reason. I don't know why.
Well,
I was like,
both National Treasures.
Fantastical historical movies, trilogies.
Absolutely. my thing with Nick Cage is that before we were in a band together, and before I started working with my singer, I gave him like an instrumental years and years and years ago, and he's like, I got an idea for it, and I was like, yeah, we'll figure out a time to kind of get it going. And I'll admit it, I was kind of off the ball. I was doing other stuff, and he was always like, I want to do something. And the way he was like, I'm just going to send you Nick Cage memes and GIFs until we do this. And I would get like 3 to 5 a day for like 4 months. and
Hey.
that's my Nick Cage.
If that's what it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pictures of him from Con Air with that sweet mullet.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, there was a lot. There was a lot for sure.
He got really shredded for the Ghost Rider movie, and everyone thought it was CGI, and he said no. But this just proves that I should never get shredded for a movie again, because I do it and do all the hard work, and then people just don't believe me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, that's a good point. I'll never.
Also,
I don't need to get
Ghost Rider-
shredded now.
He also looks unnatural shredded.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some people are just not meant to be like
Right?
that.
It just doesn't. It's like that head doesn't belong on that body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But also, why are you getting shredded for a Ghost Rider movie? You're wearing a leather jacket the whole time,
that's true.
Yeah.
and you're riding a bike. Like,
Because the one shirtless scene, like Tobey
Right.
Maguire
Right.
in the first Spider-Man.
That's right.
that's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
You gotta have your one shirtless scene.
Yep. Everybody gets one.
He also was going to play Superman, so you know.
He was.
Oh my God. I didn't know that.
There's
man.
an original Superman script that Tim Burton was doing, and he
Wow.
was going to be Superman.
They were crazy deep into production on it too. Like
Yeah.
there's video of costume tests and
Oh my God.
all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, Nicolas Cage with like long black hair and like this shiny Superman suit.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be sick.
I gotta Google it.
There
Yeah,
is
yeah.
there is a great documentary called "The Death of Superman Lives," and it's a whole about 2-hour documentary about the movie, the development, all that stuff. And I don't know if you guys are fans of Kevin Smith, but he used to do these talking engagements at colleges and stuff. And he put out a DVD all of like 20 years ago.
The evening with Kevin
Yeah.
Smith.
And he tells the story. He got the script to write a draft for, and the guy who was funding the movie was talking about this spider. It has to be
Oh, the
there has to
rules.
be he can't fly, no capes, and
He has to fight a
he has
giant
to
spider.
fight a giant spider. And that guy, that producer, ended up being the producer of Wild Wild West with Will Smith, and
Oh yeah.
the crescendo of the movie was
the giant spider.
giant spider.
This is-
Yeah. Yeah.
so he took it from
Wow.
his Superman Lives treatment and put it. But
Oh, that's
oh,
cool.
dude, that's a rabbit hole you want to get down.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
It's a good one.
That's so funny. Our one of our producers, Roy, he loves Superman,
Okay.
and so I got to talk to him about that when we go in to.
Oh, I'm sure he knows
record.
every
Yeah.
single detail about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um, He does not look good as Superman.
no, it's kind of weird.
No, yeah, he looks like who's that? Sort of like a dark-haired He-Man or something.
Yeah. Well, he was also,
Oh,
I don't know if
God.
he was supposed to have long hair or not, because he was also shooting another movie while doing those
Okay.
costume tests.
Right.
I don't
Yes.
remember if it was Con Air or
Pretty-
something.
Yeah.
That's pretty solid.
That's not even the
crazy.
final suit.
Yeah, the final suit was even
The
weird.
final suit was crazy. It had
Was it like this
lights
thing?
going up.
It was like almost off the shoulder.
There was
What
it was
the
like
hell?
a silver suit with like light up incandescent lights that go up and down it and stuff. It's wild.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Huh.
If you're
Wow.
comic book nerds at all, if you see the Flash movie that they put out a few years ago,
Mhm.
there's a horrible CG. There's a lot of horrible CG in that movie, but at the end, he's like, no spoilers, everyone. He's
Yeah.
running through time,
Oh.
and they're showing like all these. They show like
Alternate universes.
alternate universes of like Christopher Reeve as Superman and like all this stuff. And there's actually Nicolas Cage as Superman fighting the giant spider.
Yeah.
They're like,
Oh.
they put it in the movie.
It's like
that's
a
so funny.
blink and you miss it kind
Yeah.
of thing, but it's
Yeah. That's crazy. Wow. Yeah, I can't wait to talk to Roy about that. I'm sure he knows.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like I feel like we just hopped in a new timeline, like the Bernstein Bears thing. Like we just now blipped into a new timeline with a Nick Cage Superman.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, dude, and whatever you do, if you're looking to be productive that day, go early.
Yeah.
Go early before you bring
Yeah.
it up to him.
Right.
yeah.
If
Oh,
you're
yeah,
looking to get in and out and do your thing, don't bring it up.
Yeah. We can get on some crazy tangents with Roy. for
We
sure.
got to go early every time anyway.
Yeah.
So that's a producer thing.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that is a producer
3
thing.
hours talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Cool. We're here to record guitars. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 5. If you could choose any animal as a battle companion, which animal would it be?
Battle companion.
Like going to war, or like what kind of battle are we doing?
What's the first kind of battle that pops into your head that you would need an animal companion for?
I envisioned like you're in the Coliseum and it's like you and an animal against another dude and an animal.
Okay.
I like
All right.
that. I like that scenario.
That's what I'm thinking. And then my first thought is like polar bear is pretty crazy.
Bears is a good one. Bears are nuts, man. Bears are creepy
Yeah, they're like
monsters.
what can kill a polar bear? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Again,
If that
An orca, but you're not going to get that in the Coliseum.
Yeah,
so you're
right.
good.
Sure.
maybe it's the Sea Coliseum. It's Aquaman
Underwater?
Coliseum.
Oh yeah, then you're done.
Yeah, then you're
Yeah.
then you got problems.
I think I'd do a silverback gorilla, because wasn't there just a big viral thing about
Sure.
That was,
who would
yeah,
win?
how many men versus
Yeah.
the gorilla?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do know that those things could be real nasty if you get them there.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
I like
Solid
Yeah.
choice.
I think we're beating you though. If it's me and a polar bear
polar
versus
bear?
you and a
Polar bear
gorilla.
versus a gorilla.
Dude, a polar bear's gotta weigh like 3 times a gorilla. The polar
Think
bear's
so?
I don't know.
Gorillas don't have claws either.
Yeah, they just punch
They're
the
just
polar bear's
A solid muscle, the whole thing. I don't know.
That's true. They're just
I know silverback gorillas are like 800 pounds or something. I don't know what a
That's huge.
polar bear
Yeah.
weighs.
It's huge, but
It's
it's not
huge.
nearly as much as a polar bear.
Yeah. Yeah. Polar bear's
Something that I will bring up though, I'll play devil's advocate
Yeah.
for Colin.
please.
At least Colin can speak to his battle
That's true.
companion,
You can sign language.
whereas Jack will
Oh.
probably perish one way or another.
Yeah,
That
the
is
polar
true.
bear will just eat you. I could train my gorilla.
No, you could train a polar bear, bro. It's fine.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, man. They used
Yeah.
to wrestle bears at circuses. People
Yeah.
go out and wrestle bears and stuff. Yeah.
Well, he used to take the teeth out. If he doesn't have the teeth, how good of a battle companion?
Is that
can
real?
he
They
be?
took the teeth out?
Yeah,
Oh man. Now
yeah. When you used to wrestle,
now I
when
really
it was
hate
like
that.
when it was like the wrestling bear,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a legitimate bear, but they cut its claws and
I knew they
took
cut
out
its
teeth.
claws, but I didn't know they took its teeth out.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awful.
Oh,
That's
that
so
sucks.
sad, yeah.
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 And
Stu
My
Hart-
gorilla,
Hart-
you don't got to take its teeth out. It's not
God,
gonna.
we suck.
Yeah.
yeah.
How awful are we?
Stu Hart had one under his porch at his house.
I remember that story.
That's
I
legitimate.
remember that story.
Yeah. Yeah, Bret Hart's dad, the wrestler, Bret
Yeah.
Hart. His dad had a wrestling bear that he used to keep under his porch at the house,
What the hell?
and he kept it
That's
chained up and it had no
insane.
teeth and stuff, and you just feed it. And
What do
Bring
you
it out
feed
for
it? It has no
shows.
teeth.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mush?
Cereal,
Blenders,
dude.
man. blenders do things.
Yeah.
They do things to make you help
All right.
if you ain't got no teeth.
That's
Good.
crazy.
Wake it up. All right.
Yeah, it's wild stuff. Humans are weird.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Humans suck.
Question number 6. How do you guys feel about garden gnomes?
My
I fuck with-
brother-in-law is a big gnome dude.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
He doesn't have them all in the garden, but he's got a gnome for every season. When they take out decorations, they put
Okay.
a Halloween gnome up. They got a St. Patrick's Day gnome. They got an Easter gnome. They got a Christmas gnome. They got gnomes for everything.
Wow.
Nice.
Interesting.
Okay.
I really like the thought of gnomes, but my dogs are definitely scared of them. So like
Mm.
we couldn't put them. There's like some houses by us that have them, and some will have those little doors they'll put on the trees, so like it looks like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
like a little elf
fairy
lives there or
house.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dogs freak out every time. They like go crazy, and I have small dog. I have like a little mini dachshund and a
Okay.
corgi, and they're like both think they're like giant dogs, and they like try to attack anything. And gnomes, yeah, would not go well in my yard, but I want everyone else to have gnomes. I enjoy them.
For the listeners, if you got Aldi by you, Aldi sells gnomes pretty frequently, so you can go get your gnomes there.
Okay.
It's in the special section. I love Aldi.
Aldi's pretty great.
Yeah, I don't go to Aldi that much. The one by us is so.
Gnomes and
That's why.
croissants.
Oh, okay.
Solid croissants.
I have had Aldi croissants, and those are pretty banging.
Yeah,
I will admit that. So how many gnomes does your brother-in-law have, like in general? And do you make sure that the windows are unlocked when you go to your brother-in-law's house?
Yeah, I don't know how many gnomes he has. I would say that at any given moment, like I said, he doesn't have many in the backyard, but he has them on his mantle. And at any given moment, there's like at least 3, depending on the season. Sometimes there's far more, but there's always at least 3 in the house on the mantle. And same with my dog. My dog doesn't bark or attack it, but really wants to play with it. So we'll bring our dog over. He lives just like a couple houses that way. We live right around the block from each other. We bring our dog over, and she just sits in his front room, looks up at the mantle, and just whines until we put it away so she can't see it. So,
dude, yeah, they know. There's something about those gnomes that I don't know if they're demons or what they are, but there's like something about them that's magical. That
Mischievous.
dogs, yeah.
I don't know if they're demons. I think they're
like, yeah.
Depends. I mean, his brother-in-law's whatever ones he like puts in a box for the rest of the seasons could get pissed.
turning them evil.
Yeah.
We turn around and they make a face at the dog, and that's why they go crazy. We don't see it.
Yeah.
We've been told by many people that they're mischievous creatures.
Yes.
They will mess with you.
Do you guys believe that like dolls and stuff can be like can be like evil and like be possessed and shit?
Like Annabelle?
I'm skeptical.
Yeah.
He's less skeptical.
I'm less skeptical about it. Like I don't think that a doll could be possessed or anything, but I think things can hold on to some ugly shit. Like
I think dolls can be creepy.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I've looked at dolls that have severely creeped me out before.
Yeah. I'm more of I'm the paranormal guy between the two of us. Like I know he thinks it's cool.
Yeah, I think it's
doing
awesome.
But he's like that's just something in the earth. Yeah,
I think there's
Which
an
is fine.
explanation.
Right.
Yeah. When we all went to Vegas for my like bachelor party, and one of our drummer and our merch guy, they went off one day and went to like the National Museum of like I don't even know what it was called, like haunted,
haunted relics or something.
Yeah.
The haunted relics.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't really know if I believe in any of that sort of stuff, but I don't really know if I'm confident enough to want to go there and like see all that in first. I don't know. It seemed very sketchy, but he loves that.
See, I want to go there.
Yeah.
And then also
I invite stuff to his place all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife hates it. In the Florida Keys, there's a doll on display at this museum. His name is Robert. It's Robert the doll.
I've seen that. Yeah,
if you ever get a chance, look it up.
Creepy looking.
That's a creepy looking doll.
Yeah.
And also, if you take a picture with him and you don't get permission, or you don't say, "Hey, Robert," and you don't say hi, apparently you get cursed. And the room that he's in is filled with letters from people apologizing for not saying hi or not asking permission because whenever they left there,
That's hilarious.
their life was ruined.
That is
Yeah,
fantastic.
I don't fuck with that at all.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Like, why
wanna
would I
go.
mess with that?
I will be
Yeah,
careful. Whether or not it's real, I don't know, but I don't care to find out. So,
Well, so what I would ask
I'm
you
with
is,
that. Yeah.
what I would ask you is like, because I want to go.
Yeah.
Jen doesn't want to go,
I would
but
go.
I know you would go.
Yeah.
But would you also say hello to Robert?
I absolutely would.
Yeah.
I'm not going to invite.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I'm not-
You don't have to believe in it.
I'm
but
not
you want to.
sure.
You want to take the proper precautions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% sure about things that I know that I'm saying are correct.
Sure.
yeah.
Like I'm always
Yeah.
ready to be proven wrong. Like I'm like, you give me better information, I will change my mind.
Yeah. Right.
I'm good.
And that's great. We had my cousin did a Ouija board in college, and it's just funny because she's like not the kind of person to do that sort of thing. She's like, this was at her sorority house. They had a Ouija board for some reason,
Of course.
and like all these random people that it was like a friend of hers, and then like a bunch of people she didn't know. So she's like, no one here really knew much about my life. Like she's like, I was like, you know, a friend of a friend kind of thing. And so she's like, someone asked, hey, do you want to come do this? She's like, yeah, why not? And she was like forever creeped out after that because they like, I forget, she asked something about, you know, her grandpa or something, which our grandpa died when we were like super young. And she asked a bunch of like really specific questions about like what we did with him when in Michigan growing up, like when we were little kids. And she was like, it was like, you know, everyone like moved all the letters together and like it was like they knew things that she's like, how would any of these people known about this? And why would they be going out of their way to like try and freak me out? I don't know these people.
Right.
And it was like this, she's just like, I've never even thought about supernatural stuff before. And then after that happened, she's like, that was so insanely creepy. And none of us know why that happened. It was so weird.
I could see that. I when I was a kid, I did the Ouija board stuff with people, and I remember like being a little bit freaked out about it. But then I was also like, we bought this at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
You know, or like Parker Brothers makes this.
Yeah.
You know, it's
what was you would go into the bathroom and turn the lights off and lock the door and say
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary
Mary,
7
yeah.
times.
Or Biggie
Yeah.
Smalls, right? Just Biggie Smalls.
Biggie Smalls.
You say Biggie Smalls.
I'm too scared to do that one.
Yeah. I would never
Biggie
do
Smalls or
Yeah,
Bloody
I
Mary?
don't want Biggie coming for me.
I don't want
That's
Biggie
crazy.
coming from me either.
Well, no, I'd love him. I'd love for him to come back,
Yeah.
I don't-
but I don't
Depends
want
on his mood.
I don't want him.
I don't want him coming back in my bathroom.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want him starting his tirade toward Diddy
Right.
in your bathroom.
Then I got to worry about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Understood.
I'm his avatar then.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I don't need that.
I would love.
I don't need that. In my
I would
life.
love for Biggie to possess you,
Right.
and then you perform as Biggie.
Wow.
I
Yeah,
don't think
okay.
I
You
will.
got to go do it right now and then come back and tell us what happened.
I mean,
This
then
is-
we'd actually have some talent, and that would be impressive.
Right.
Right.
Maybe I'll do that to elevate this band. let me
Yeah.
Channeling.
channeling Biggie. I like that.
Dude, yeah. Whatever you can do.
It's got to be a way.
I mean, if you guys want to do Tupac, we could do a collab.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Ooh.
go right now. Say two. I never heard that one. Go Tupac.
Well-
Tupac. That's a tongue twister.
Tupac.
We'll trip this algorithm, man. We'll get it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I mean,
Amazing.
Tupac's not dead. Obviously, he's just in hiding still, but
Yeah,
Right,
he's
it's
in
fine.
Brazil.
No, but
Yeah.
he can hear you.
oh,
You
that's
speak to him through mirrors.
I get. Yeah.
Okay. all
Super
right.
good hearing or something.
yeah.
I don't know.
That's why he's so good at music.
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
work here.
Hey, man. I'm just investigating.
Right.
I'm a journalist.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I just say dumb things.
Question number 7.
Ooh.
of What's Your Bacon in 7 Questions. What do you think is the most misunderstood thing about you?
Wow.
That's deep, bro.
Like we're talking Biggie in the Mirror. We're talking
Cut to the
all
core.
garden gnomes, and then I get a deep one.
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is, unfortunately, does have to do with music. And it is like, I think when it comes to like our songs and what they are about, a lot of the times, like, you know, I'm married and have been with my wife for like 15 years, 14 years, since high school. So like pretty much literally the only partner I've ever had. And
Cool.
we have plenty of songs that are just clearly, you know, about heartbreak and whatever, hookups and random stuff like that, and summer flings and stuff like that, that like I don't technically have any like experience with, I guess. But
Right.
I think, you know, some people look at that and sort of are like, oh, well, like, how is someone who hasn't experienced that like able to, how would they know what any of that's like? And like, I think being like empathetic towards other people and kind of hearing stuff that friends and family and stuff have told me about situations, and kind of trying to put yourself in those sort of scenarios is kind of what helps me write those sort of songs, I think. And like, so I think in general, at least the people that know me pretty well are always like misunderstood, where it's like we come out with a new song and they're always like, is this about Kendall? Like, what?
Right.
Are you guys like doing okay? And I'm like,
You guys all right?
Right.
yeah. And I'm like, no, it's fine. It's, you know, this might have been something that somebody, a friend of mine or my brother or my cousin or whoever was like telling me about, and I kind of channeled that sort of feeling, you know, put myself in their shoes and, you know, that sort of thing. So that's the first thing that comes to my mind.
That's a good one. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a very good
not
one.
all writers have to be autobiographical.
Yeah.
Autobiographical.
Autobiographical.
Yes.
Yeah. Words escape my face at all times. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's okay to write a story.
Well, and if you're
Yeah.
empathetic, if you're an empathetic person and you're
Right.
an if you observe things, then you can
Yeah.
write about them.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, we have plenty of songs that are about my life, and of course I still relate to the feelings in
yeah.
every song. It's, we've all been sad, we've all been angry, we've all been, you
Yep.
know, but like, yeah, some of my favorite writers are people that don't always just write about their life. It's like there's a lot more to the world than just my life. So, you know, that's how I think about it.
Right.
Yeah. I like that.
That's a
Jack's
good one.
world's biggest empath.
Yes,
There you
bro.
go.
At least Flowers is biggest empath. That's
What about
Mine
what
is-
about you, Tom?
mine is not that good. I don't even know if I really know what is the most misunderstood thing about me. Jack might know more than I do.
I'm trying to think. Let's see.
I think I come off, especially in some group settings, I can be very hard-nosed. I guess sort of stubborn, but I think also like straight to the point. Maybe to a fault sometimes, where it can come off as maybe insensitive. And I think that maybe people can misunderstand me as a little bit of an asshole or insensitive, but I do, you know, I do think about people's feelings still, even though it sometimes comes off that way. So that honestly just sounds like me defending myself for being an asshole. So I don't actually know.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with all that. That I'm cool with that.
I'm still sensitive. My sister.
I have feelings.
I know what a feeling is.
My sister's graduating high school, and I do a lot of a cappella stuff, and she's in the a cappella group, and like she had her last performance, and I cried because I'm a sensitive person.
That's beautiful.
and I can still be a jerk. So I don't know.
Well, you know what? I think
sensitive people can be straightforward too.
Right. I think if you're going into a situation too, like I've been invited to situations where there's still like a goal at hand, right? But it's kind of like we were talking about the producer thing. You go in and you talk for 3 hours. Sometimes there are some times when I go into a situation like that, and it's like I have other things to do, and like I can blast through this. So like, can we get to what we got to do, and then because I got to do something else. So I think that could be also, but I don't know if you're talking about that kind of situation though.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times where I come off is I'm not like, to the point all the time for no reason. I think it is usually when we're talking business, I'm like, listen, this is what I think, and I don't care what you think about what I think. This is what I think, and now that that's out there, let's move on.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's pros and cons to that. It's not always a bad thing to be like that either.
Yeah, I think it could be a very good, like, I have a really hard time if someone's saying something that I know is incorrect or doing something in a way that is incorrect, not going, hey, that's not right.
yeah,
for sure.
Here's why, and here's how, and or if somebody asks me if something was good and it wasn't, I can't go like, yeah, it's great. I have to be like, no, it wasn't.
Yeah,
you got room for improvement for sure.
Here's why. Here's what I think could improve it. Here's what I think could be better. But like, that was it was okay.
Yeah.
Choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's sometimes people respect that. I don't always want people to bullshit me when I'm asking for opinions on stuff, and like that's I think kind of what Colin's saying, where it's just like sometimes you got to just give it to them straight.
Jack and I argue all the time.
We're not all built to be good gamers.
Yeah.
That's not our job. Some people, it's their job to good game. You play with another band and they're not good and they come off stage. Some people are built to be like, yo, you guys are great. Dude. I was built to go like, yeah, man, I saw you up there.
Yeah. I've gotten so good at like just saying, being like saying objective facts about what happened, or rather than
you really played that set.
Dude,
great jacket. Your jacket is awesome.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like this happened in your set, like like rather than my thoughts and opinions on it.
There's also the good old that third song, the thing that you did in the third song.
Yes, exactly.
How was it? The thing in the third song. Right. What was that?
Yeah.
All the bands that played tonight, you were one of them.
Right.
Yeah. You were the second band that played. That was
you owned that spot.
That was one of the most interesting performances I've ever seen in my life.
See, that was nicer than anything the rest of us have said.
And it's ambiguous.
So you are not a dick. See?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, bro. No matter what anyone says about you, you're not a dick. And people say a lot of stuff. So just know.
I'm gonna ask Jack to take back all the stuff he said before you came on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just know. All of the things. There's so many of them. Just ignore them.
Amazing. So we ask you all these questions to get to the real question, the title of this show. And what we like to find out about you guys is what that thing in your life helps you shut off your brain. What is that thing that makes your life a little bit sweeter, something that you enjoy? If you're a full-time musician, sometimes you got to pivot and go somewhere else, to put your brain somewhere else to let loose a little bit. So we want to know, what's your bacon?
It's a good question.
I think I've got two things.
All right.
I have the non-music thing. I go through bouts of either a mobile game or some sort of game I play. Right now I'm playing Minecraft again.
Nice.
And that's one of those games you can just turn the brain off.
Right.
RuneScape, I've played like some of those like older like mindless games I like
Yeah, yeah.
doing, and it kind of because I do some data engineering work, and I think so much at that job that sometimes it's nice to just like turn it off.
Absolutely.
Then the music thing, I think, and I really experienced it, I think, for not the first time, but the biggest time, our last show at Subterranean was we had a pretty full house, and having a couple hundred people there, 100 people who knew our songs, hearing that on stage, them just singing the song that got me was our song "Somebody to Love." Everybody just screamed the chorus, and it like brought me back to when we first started experiencing that, our cult following in college with our college band. I was like, wow, people know the words to our songs again, and that's really, really cool, and it puts you on cloud nine for a second.
Yeah, that's an awesome moment. That's like why we all do this.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, that's
It takes life, like all of the bullshit that you have to do all the time, and it makes you just for a second like be in that moment, and that's it. And it's like you can't replicate that feeling anywhere else.
100%. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. My bacon. I mean, kind of on a day to day. Yeah. Unfortunately, Fortnite again is that's kind of like what.
Not unfortunate, man.
It's
Own
not-
it.
yeah.
Own it.
It's like it only really because not the game itself. It's more just like it's like a big group chat now with a bunch of dudes that all play it together, and it's like almost every night somebody's hopping on and being like, yo, who's getting on tonight, and if I want to play, I can play with all these different types of people, and I've met all these new people from it, and it's it's just a cool, like, very small but cool little community thing that like is, as you get older, especially out of college, like you don't like live near all your friends like you did back then. So
Right.
it's like I can't just be like, yo, I'm gonna walk over to your room and hang out for a couple hours. So what are we gonna do? Like,
Right.
I have one friend that lives close enough that I could walk. The rest, Colin lives 45 minutes out. Connor, our bassist, lives like 2-3 hours south. Like, we're kind of spread out a little bit around Chicago. So, that's just one of those ways that you can kind of have fun and just hang out with people, kind of like you did.
Everybody together.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when you were little kids. But I think like one of the biggest things for me that kind of, I love going to shows, and like that's what made me want to be a musician, was seeing bands. And
Yeah.
that's one of those things that even if I'm going to a local show, like going to see my friend's band, it's like I'm always finding cool shit that I'm like, oh, we could do that in our set. And like I technically do Flwers full time, I guess. And like I'm thinking about it like 99% of the day, even if I'm not trying to. It's just like,
Right.
I see something in a movie and I'm like, that brings me to like, oh, we got to do this with this album artwork, or, oh, we got to do this thing. And it's like, so I'm kind of like always on with it. And I love going to see shows because it takes me back to like why you wanted to do it in the first place, and kind of, it takes you out of the business mode where you're like, okay, we got 6 weeks till the song come out. We got to make this content and do this
Right.
thing, and all the boring shit that none of us like to do. But seeing shows and being like, God, that's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that shit like that. That's the coolest thing. And so I'm always like, me and my wife always have a show or two we're looking forward to. That's like, we try to see something every month or two where it's like, okay, we're looking forward to this in the summer, and we always go Loudpalooza in the summer. So that's, Riot Festival go to. We used to always go to Warped Tour, like that sort of thing, where I'm always looking forward to those. And then I think the other thing that came to mind was just traveling in general. I think that like that's something my wife grew up doing as a kid all the time. She's been like everywhere in the world. I think the only continent she has been to yet, I guess Antarctica and Australia, but she's
Wow,
been
that's pretty
everywhere
good.
else. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
and
bad.
she's like, and so she's very well traveled, and she still loves to do it. So she's kind of taken me to all the places. I didn't travel at all till post college, so like we're slowly getting to all her favorite places, and that's one of those things where it's just like gives you a really cool perspective on life, I think, and like you all the like day to day bullshit just kind of goes away, and you're like, oh, this is what like life should be. This where I just like walk around all day and eat good food and like go see
Right.
cool
Yeah.
stuff, and
Experience other stuff.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
yeah,
We're
Yeah.
going to Hawaii together.
yeah.
Oh,
in
nice.
January. Us and
Yeah.
our wives.
Very
So that's
cool.
awesome. I
Yeah.
went a couple years ago. Hawaii was amazing. Super
I've never
cool.
been, but my wife loves it though.
Yeah,
Have you or
I wanna
Kelly
go.
been?
No,
think-
never.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Dude, it's awesome.
I
You guys
want to
are gonna
go.
have the best time.
You know what's been the problem with actually going is that Jen, my wife, loves Disney. Like
Oh yeah.
we're there. I'm gonna say, what do you think? 3 to 4 times a year.
3 to 4 times a
Like,
year, which is why you don't go to
a
Hawaii.
Disney.
Yeah.
A Disney. Well, no, because her favorite hotel is the Polynesian, and like anything Disney is like you're just immersed in it. So she's like, I feel like I'm in Hawaii. I'm like, but we're not. But,
Yeah.
but she brings up a good point. It's like when you go to Hawaii, you do have to like, okay, you got to block out a week and a half, 2 weeks because
Sure.
the time change and
Yep.
all that stuff. So
Yeah.
it's all excuses at this point, but that's why I haven't been there. I'll be at the Polynesian in 3 weeks.
There's no reason to not.
I will be at the Polynesian
Yeah.
in 3 weeks though. So
There are
My wife
different,
also loves Disney.
yeah.
Yeah.
Jack can relate.
Yeah, we both of us and my wife lived in LA for a couple of years, and we used to go to the Disneyland in Anaheim all the time.
Yeah.
We had year passes or whatever, and it was sick.
Yes. Yeah. I was there less than a month ago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's fun. We went
It's
to Tokyo Disney when we were there.
See,
Very
I
cool.
didn't bring it up. But I want to go to Tokyo Disney because It's a Small World is hosted by Groot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's cool. Is the only thing I'll say about going to Disney in a country where you don't know the language is that all the rides are like they're just talking the whole time. And I'm like, I don't know what is going on. Of course, I like know the movie. I know Frozen, so I can follow along. But like, it's just funny because they're like singing along. You can't sing along because they're singing it in Japanese, and so it's kind of cool, but
That's
also kind of funny.
Well, the melody.
How does Groot host? Did you just say I'm Groot the whole time?
I don't know. I haven't been there. I haven't seen it, but I know that it's like he hosts it, and then they have within the different like It's a Small World is like basically the world and different countries and stuff like that.
Yeah, but smaller, right?
But much smaller. Yeah, with creepy dolls. See how I'm collecting?
Tying it all together.
Here we go. But there's different Marvel characters based on where you're at. So like,
okay,
the African one I believe has like Black Panther stuff, and then
Shang-Chi
Canadian has Wolverine, and then Captain America is in Japan.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. It was it's cool to see a different one from the Small World and in Orlando and in Disneyland and stuff. It was cool.
Yeah,
it sounds awesome.
Yeah,
I just want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
It all comes back to I want to go to Japan.
Yeah.
I'll go to Japan. Everyone should go to Japan.
Yes, they should.
Let's do it.
It's awesome.
Got to tour Japan, right? And speaking of that, you guys are touring or getting ready to tour, or you just got off a tour. Talk to us a little bit because we've taken up a lot of your time. So now is a great time to tell us about what's coming out music-wise. Where can people see you? How can they see you? How can they find you? What's coming up?
Well, today we just put out new song with an electronic artist called Flwers. It's like a collab song. He did the instrumental. We did the vocals on it. And super excited about that one. It doesn't sound really anything like the rest of our music, but it's really cool just because we've never kind of ventured into that collaborative space before, and it was really fun to do. And so that's out literally today. We've got a bunch of new music planned out throughout the year. We're gonna put a ton of stuff out, more than we've put out in the past for sure. And then yeah, we have a show at the end of the month, the 23rd in Palatine, Illinois, at Dirty Nelly's, with a band called When the Sun Sets, which some of our friends that work with the same producer Roy we work with here. They've been friends for a long time, and yeah, we got a couple other Chicago shows planned out that we just announced, one in August. And other than that, just follow us on Flwers Band is all our Instagram, TikTok, our website, flowersband.com. They'll have all the shows and everything like that on it. But just yeah.
And for all of you, those of you who are listening, it's FLWERS.
Correct.
Yes, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, yeah.
No,
And of course we won't tell you about how we got our name, but it had to do with that's the only spelling that was available, so that's what we picked. No fun.
See, that's why we don't ask.
Right.
That's why we don't ask.
Yeah, it's
Sweet
thank
story.
God.
How you get a band name is never a good story.
No.
It's never a good story. It's like, well, we went through weeks of horrible names, and we had a horrible name for about another week, and then we started crossing off things that were obviously trash, and then
I had one band that might have had an awesome story if we picked the band name.
Oh, okay.
So what I did was, at work, when I started one of my bands, I put a box out. It was Mike's new band name suggestion bin, and it was out there for a good month or so. And we had, I'm going to say, about probably like 120 suggestions.
It's good.
And we went through all of them.
Wow.
And we almost, the best one of the whole bunch was, there was two. There were three, one that I'm not going to say on air.
Okay.
Because
Like the number keeps going up.
different day and age. So there was that one. And then there's also Chug Along Pete and the Conductors.
I remember that. I remember you told me
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And the best one was Butt Plug Bingo.
Hell
Was
yeah.
that the best? That was the best one?
Yeah, that was the best one.
Okay.
Isn't that how
sick.
similar to how red jumpsuit apparatus got their name? Pulled a bunch of words out of a hat or something.
Something like that. Right?
Yeah. You know what?
Yeah,
that sounds familiar.
Makes sense with the name for sure.
Yeah.
I know. I remember Cage the Elephant had like a cool name or a cool story that was something like they were like playing in some really sketchy town, and then there was like a crackhead that was like running around screaming, and he was just screaming Cage the Elephant. And this was like they were under a different name or something, and they were like, "That's cool. I don't know what that means, but we're just gonna make that our name." I was like, "Hey,
that's a decent story.
Yeah,
That's a
good one.
that's fun. Yeah, it's better than
Not our story.
But it also sounds suspect
for sure.
because it sounds like they're asked the name and they were like, "Oh, how did we get our name? Oh, we were touring once.
Yeah,
There was a crackhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
I
was
remember
running
that.
around. He was screaming, "Cage the Elephant!" Right? And I remember my band in high school used to tell people that the singer and the drummer met at a house party and they were throwing up in a toilet, and the toilet was made in the band's name was Sabaretto, and they said that the toilet was made in Sabaretto, Illinois, which doesn't exist. And that was their story of they're like, "That's how we met, man," and when we made a band. And I was like, "That's stupid." And the real story was like phone book, they're like,
Sure.
Right.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I know like 21 Pilots they just make up a random story every time. Especially like when they were starting out, they're like, I don't know, and they would just bullshit something every day.
Well, we were trying to
I
do
like that.
we were trying to do that with our band, and and we were trying to like prep our singer. We were like, hey, this is what we're going to do. And our first interview right out the gate, they were like, so where'd you get the band name from? I was like,
he just said,
so Walt Disney originally created this character. And you're like, what did we say? You had one job.
Right.
Yeah, bro. Come on, we can't be giving out the real information.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
That's
So
funny.
guys, go ahead, check out all the music from Flowers because it is awesome. It is catchy as fuck. Swear jar. It is super, super catchy. You want to listen to something that's gonna like liven up your day?
Yeah.
That's listen to
Make you
Flowers.
feel good. It's impossible to listen to like any songs and not
Earworms.
not move, not sing along by the end of it.
Earworm
Nice.
hooks
That's
for
like
days.
You can't frown through any of them.
Yes.
If you're having a bad day, you can't be like, oh.
Yeah. So go listen to Flowers. Go see them when they're out on the road.
Yes.
And always remember to ask yourself a super duper important question.
Yeah, they just told us theirs. So everybody listening, remember, every day when you wake up, it's going to make your day a little bit better. Just ask yourself, what is that thing in your life that makes your life a little bit better? What's that thing that could be a topping, a side, or a main course that takes your brain out of the doldrums of the day? What is your what?
Guys, you remember what the question is?
What's your bacon,
What's your
baby?
bacon?
Yeah.